what is your strategy for personal debt management? Yeah. So it depends what country you're in. If you're in the United States, you have to have debt. In other countries, it's not as necessary. And the reason I say it's necessary in the United States is because the United States, unlike any other country on the planet, when you have a mortgage, the interest on your mortgage is tax deductible. So if you have a mortgage, you pay less in taxes. And with rates basically zero, it makes sense to always have a massive mortgage. In fact, it almost makes sense to have a mortgage regardless of what interest rates are because of that tax write-off, always. When it comes to debt management in general, the first thing I would do is get rid of credit cards if you can. Right? I know it's hard. It's really, really hard. Or just have one. Right? They have these teaser rates which seduce you to get involved with them, and then you get the surprise bill. You're paying 20% interest, which is criminal, and other fees. So I would always prioritize paying off credit cards first. And you always have to keep your credit rating in mind as well. And so you can do a search on Fitch, for example, to find out more information about the Fitch credit rating and how to make your credit rating better. Because if you pay back debt even a day late, it might mean you cannot buy a house. It's crazy. So pay attention to your credit rating. And it happened to me too, dude. Years ago, I wanted to buy a house. This house, actually, in a place called Hillsborough, California. And I was long two houses because I was selling my old one and buying this one at the same time. And I didn't get approved for a mortgage. And I was like, WTF? Why the face? And what happened was the credit agency said, well, we noticed here that you have a Nordstrom balance that was paid back late. And Nordstrom is a clothing company founded here on the left coast up in Washington State. And so it was totally bogus. And so I actually had to go. We couldn't buy the house. Like, I was screwed, man. And so I went to Nordstrom in San Francisco. I remember at the Westfield Shopping Center. And I found the manager there. And I got down on my knees. Hey there, this is me on my knees. And I prayed. And I said, please, 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 please help me with this problem. And it was a mistake they made on their end, or maybe I paid it back a day late, whatever, and they reversed it, right? And so when it comes to customer service, you can always ask them to reverse things. You can even call your cable company right now in your country and say, I'm thinking of cutting the cable and just using Netflix. And they'll give you a good deal right there. They'll give you like 20% off for the next 6 months. But I had to beg Nordstrom to get rid of that payment issue and call the credit agency for me. So the bottom line is, from a debt management perspective, prioritize your debt based on getting rid of high interest rate products like credit cards, and be very cognizant of what your credit rating is. And there's a lot of other great websites out there like Credit Karma, etc., that can help you create a pristine or perfect credit rating. Otherwise, you won't be able to buy a house one day.